As compared to game one, how did you feel about what you guys did on Saturday?
Well, we obviously didn't get the production we would have liked overall as an offensive unit. I thought our guys ran hard. We missed a few cuts. We have to continue to see what's happening up front and be able to make those cuts on certain plays based on what the defensive front is. So, the rotation's good. I got 3 guys right now that are in the rotation. But we're building other guys up to be able to be the next guy up if we need it. But again, we're gonna keep. We got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to run the ball at any level, and so we'll continue to work it every single day to get this thing right.
Mo has been really impressive for you, but what do you want to see more now? What's the next step for him in your book?
Well, I want him. It comes down to weekly preparation. Him taking care of his body, getting to bed, learning how to be a student athlete, getting in the cold plunge to get your legs back. All those things, because he didn't have summer training, so he's behind the 8 ball a little bit on that end. So really having a great week of preparation, but taking care of your body, getting the rest, so then you're fresh on Saturday. I want to see him be able to press it a little bit more at times. On some runs, like the one where he ended up bouncing it. All right, we just got to press it up in there. There's a collision between the tight end and the defensive end. Trusting that guy's going to get the block and not get spooked, but he's doing a lot of good things. He's got to continually just keep learning the offense, and just like all our guys have to keep doing it, because we're going to have a tweak here, a tweak there, and we got to be able to go out and execute it.
Is he even better though than you expected? I mean, coming in with no training, no nutrition all summer to come in and I think he leads you guys in 10-plus yard runs right now. I mean, were you expecting that right off the bat from a guy that wasn't here all summer?
Well, we knew he was talented, and you never know till you see it. I mean, a lot of these guys get all these accolades and recruiting and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, once you get here, accolades don't mean anything. You got to be able to go out and produce. And, so that's where recruiting, when we look at it, I might think a guy's a really, really good player and be excited about him, but until I see him out there on that practice field, it doesn't mean anything. So they got to be able to produce with that N on the helmet when they put that helmet on a day-to-day basis. So we'll continue to work with him just like the other guys. I like my room, but I'm not satisfied. I'm going to be on them every single day, every single minute on the details and playing hard. And I don't care what the score is. We're up 30, down 30, doesn't matter. We're going to keep fighting to get this deal right. There's no ands, ifs, buts about it, and they know that. I'm going to be on them on everything. We're going to hold them accountable, whether it's turning in your pants, whether it's turning in your shirt, coming to the meetings prepared, all those different things. We're not going to let anything slack. Championship programs, as we build this thing, those are the things that we have to continue to build on a day-to-day basis.
You were talking about those cuts with Mo's ability to bounce it outside. How does that open up the offense like you want it to, no matter who's a quarterback?
Well, I mean, again, every one of the running backs have to be able to execute within the framework. Now, there's going to be some autonomy where a guy, you want guys that can make an off-schedule play every once in a while, when something's not there. But we want to try to, the more home run hitters we have in this offense, the weapons for the quarterback, the better this deal's going to go. All right, we have a lot of weapons, but we'll obviously continue in recruiting to go out and find guys that can make plays, that can run, that are smart, that are physical, and love to play the game of football, that have the cleats in the car. When somebody calls them out at Applebee's in the parking lot, they're ready to go one-on-one in the parking lot. Those are the guys we want on this football team, and we'll continue to find that, whether we work it within or as recruiting keeps working, we'll find those guys as well.
You talked a little bit about the big plays. I mean, are you starting to see more opportunities for your guys through 2 games? I mean, how do you feel like you guys have done of kind of taking that 7-yard gain into making it into a little bit more?
Well, what I look at is are we running hard? I think it's safe to say that these guys are running hard, all right? The next phase is are we taking advantage of the second-level opportunities? When you look at it, for the most part, we're making the first guy miss, all right? We're getting yards after contact. Now we have to continue to work that third level of we make the first guy miss, now I got to make the second guy miss, and be able to even make them into bigger games. So we talk about it in practice. We show them in a film, and when we have our film work, and so those are things that we continually need to work on in practice, and then it's getting better in the games. We're getting bigger plays at times. Obviously, I want the 70-yarder. We haven't got that one yet. We've only got one rushing touchdown out of the running back spot, so we got to be able to get that shored up and be able to get, when we get down in the red zone, we've been hit or miss on that. So we got to be better in the red zone so we can get these touchdowns when we get down in there.
You guys ran the ball pretty well at Michigan a couple of years ago. What's the key against running against a big defense like Michigan?
Well, I'll tell you, Michigan's a really good football team. I can tell you that much. They're well coached. Coach Brown, their defensive coordinator, is really, really good. The thing about them is they're going to be where they are, first and second down. They're either going to be a man or too high. You know where they're going to be. All right, they're saying, all right, come beat us. So we got to be able to execute. We got to be able to win on man routes. We got to be able to run the ball. We got to protect the quarterback on third down. They do a lot of different stuff. So we've been working on, the different packages that they have. But, hey, at the end of the day, this is Rocky IV, all right? Nobody thinks we can win this game. National people don't think we can win this game. So we got to be able to rally, come together as a group, go on the road, get on that airplane like Rocky Balboa did and frickin' beat Ivan Drago. That's what we got to be able to do. That's kind of where we're at. And we're gonna keep fighting to get this deal done.
You've got a few guys in your room that haven't been in an environment like the Big House on the road yet. How do you get them ready for that?
Well, we obviously have a great environment here. It's just a little bit different when you go on the road. The cheers might be a little bit more the other way, and so it's just a matter of for us the focus. All right, just staying within what we've been trained to do. See the signal and be able to execute. Because at the end of the day, the crowd's not going to have any factor on whether we can run 51 or a pass play or whatever. So we can't get caught up in the emotion of it. If a big play happens for them, it's what it is, all right? Come back to balance, regroup, play the next play. We stick together. That's the fun thing about going on the road. You get on a plane, you're in the hotel, it's kind of you against the world, us against the world, and so it's fun. I think it can bring us closer as we keep building this thing.
Do you like your rotation as it is, or would you like to tweak it?
I think it'll always tweak. When you look at it, I think Mo had 30 last week, and Greg had 30, and Divine had 20-ish. So I think, with those three guys, there might be a guy that gets a little bit heavier load, but it's just a long season, so we got to be smart in the rotation of guys as we build it up, because the Big Ten is going to be physical, and we want our guys to be able to be fresh when they go in there, so we can really attack this thing each series. Anybody else?
Has Murray's been all right in practice this week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.